we are still on our job on the shock absorbing system. So this is where the angel of God told me to mark. So he asked me to mark this place that you see, you are seeing this in now, and also the down. So let me show you guys what I got at the end of the day on the job. Let's see what we got, guys. So guys, after I have finished marking that now, that is where I now fix this now. So let's see what we got at the end of the day. Okay, I have this one. So I'm gonna be removing the stick now, but let's see. Wow, so this is what I got now at the end of the day. But the thing is that, okay, let's try to close it and see. So guys, you see what I got. So it closes very well, but the only issue I'm having is the height of it opening. Okay, let me show you guys. So you can see. Although the reason why it opens this way is that because of the weight of the door, but I don't want to use a single shot, but I will still support it with it. You can see. So right now at this angle now, you can see if someone wants to enter, is there more that the person must be doing like this so that they can go. The car is meant to have some kind of shape, like it is meant to have some kind of, the angle is that it's meant to achieve was like, let's say out of this now. Okay, this is exactly what it's having, but I need something like at this angle. If I can have something at this angle, but I'm okay. So because of that, I decided to change the shock absorber. Because of the weight of this shock, okay, see now, this shock closes like this. Okay, it's gonna be opening. Let's see what it will do. Okay, it now stops at this point now. Okay, let's see where it stops. Okay, it stops here. Let me use my hand to open it fully so that you can see what is remaining. And as this door is down, I have not installed the grass and the engine winding system. So if I install that one now, that means when it opens, because what is still holding it down like this, like now, what is making it not to finish opening is because of the weight of the door. So if I add the ones that have weight now, that means it will open to this extent and stop. So because of that now, I'm now coming up with an idea of changing the shock. And right now there's something I learned on this shock absorber as I was instructed by the Holy Spirit. So by the angel, I mean to say. So when I was doing this now, there is a certain angle that when this finish going in now, this body will now start moving. Okay, let's just see something. I don't have anybody holding the camera for me. I could have shown you guys. So because of that now, I have to extend my distance. So and that is the reason why I now went to the market to buy this now. This is another shock absorber. Although, let me show you guys an example. I can press this now. Let me show you guys. Look at this now. So I'm still putting this particular one under probability because I tried that particular day. Okay, let me see. I was unable to press this. So, but see this one now, this particular one now. No, not this one. See this one now, the one I'm actually using for this now. You can see, I can press it. But this particular one, I tried it that day. Even the man that sold it to me, he also tried it, but it was not making a just little movement. So because of how strong this is now, see what I'm now putting in consideration. I'm now calculating that if this one and this one used to be on a Sienna boot, and the two of them are working at the same time, it's just like, let's say is just like 5 plus 5, which is going to give you 10. So I'm now calculating that if these two powers now is being joined in one, that means it's really going to do this, the pressure of this one now, the pressure that is inside, because I think this is a pressurized this is a pressurized shock. There is a kind of pressure inside. That's the reason why you see like the way this is the way I understand it is not I didn't make research about it, but okay, see from here now, one, and we have how many inches? We have about 5 inches here. We have about 5 inches. You can see now. So from here to here is about 5 inches. So let's do it from here now. Okay, let's do it this way. One. We have about 5 inches here. So all of this place is actually made up of pressure and some hydraulic oil that used to be inside. So that is how I get to understand about this. So what I'm talking about now is that if these two you used to be on a boot like this, and this electric motor used to open them, that means, because I'm being scared that the electric motor may open this one, but may not be able to close it. But I believe that the principle of this electric motor here now, the principle of this electric motor here is actually the principle of every gear one in either automobile or a bike. That is the principle that they use in this engine. Let me get the camera and show you guys. Okay, let me show you guys the electric motor I'm talking about. You can see here now, this is the electric motor. This is the electric motor, and this is the gearbox. This is the gearbox here, and that's what they did on this gearbox now. This gearbox is not a full gear, like I mean in a circle now. Like let's say for this steering now, this is the full steering now, and this gear is being cut into two. So if you watch here now, you see that this gear ended here. They form almost half of a 360. Almost half of a 360, and they now form gear system. And the reason why they form it like that they didn't complete it is that so that when it opens and gets to this point, you can see there's no gear teeth here now. You can see there's no gear teeth here now. Because of that, it will not end. So this is a kind of manual automatic. So this thing that this stopper now that they where they stop this gear teeth is actually a kind of automatic control of it, that when it gets there, you don't need to tell the electric motor you have to stop. You understand? And there is a kind of step down on it. You can see the first gear. So this is the biggest gear here, and this is the second to the biggest. This is the second to the biggest here. You can see. Then they now have a very small gear, a very small one that is actually in the mouth of the electric motor. So which you can see here. Now that one, I think, let me see. You guys can see it here. So this principle that is being used now is the principle that they use in every gear one of automobile or a bike, or I don't know, like most mechanical, any mechanical engine that makes use of gearbox is exactly what they use there. So you can see that small gear now turning this second to the biggest, and this second to the biggest will be turning the biggest one here, which is this one now. So with that, it actually produces enough torque and horsepower. That's the reason why, like, if someone asks you to close the boot of a Sienna from this angle that they normally fix this kind of a thing, even if you guys are 5 in number, you cannot be able to draw it because that boot is very heavy. So because of that, that is the reason why this electric motor is being designed that way, so that no matter how heavy it is, it can actually open and close it. But for this shock absorber that I'm talking about now, this shock is very, the pressure inside is too much. So I really don't know how to go about it. But okay, I'm still gonna put it under a prototype test and see how it's really gonna go. Okay, let me close this in and show you guys about this angle that I'm talking about, how this shock absorber move after the stainless one has gone inside, how the
the body have to how the body used to move with that joint that you are seeing over there. There is a joint here. There is a joint here. So a kind of bearing form. Okay, I think. Okay, let's stay here and see. So I'm closing it now. I'm closing it. I'm closing it. Okay, it's almost closed. Let me go inside inside the car. I don't have anybody to hold this camera for me. Okay, guys.